Stuart Seegers, and this is.
I'm Jamie Schweiber.
I knew John from Anna, a good friend of Anna's, and while they're prepping for the wedding and everything like that, and everything was going down. John was just a very outspoken, unique individual that you can tell shaped Anna's life from a very early age.
I was fortunate to know John. I went to college with Anna. We played rugby together. And Sybil and John would always host sometimes the rugby players at their house. And I always remember great meals and great time. And I agree, like, definitely how much
Interesting
John
conversation, just like.
Yeah, it was never a dull moment around the house.
It was
never a dull
and
moment.
John loved to cook. He loved to cook, and I don't think I ever had a bad meal over there.
No, never. It was always so great to be in that beautiful house with all of his creations. And I also, what other good stuff? From college, my dad used to also sell alfalfa to him for his horses. And it always makes me laugh because my dad, he's like, that John's he's an odd bird, is how my dad would say it. I don't know.
The alfalfa dealer.
Yeah, the alfalfa dealer.
Kiko and Anna, we're neighbors. We live just north of John and Sybil.
Our fences share each other. So we've known Sybil more than John. When we moved in, I think that's when John got sick, so we just got to talk to him a little bit. But we've known Sybil quite a bit, and we've just, we love her. And I think what's been wonderful about this whole dedication is I knew he was a great artist, but I didn't realize how much work he has done. And especially at UNM, all of those sculptures, we didn't know that John did that.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff.
My name is Milton, and my favorite thing about John was he was a great cook. He was just an absolute amazing cook.
Sushi. Loved his sushi. It was so good.
And potato pancakes for Hanukkah.
Yeah, squash soup. I'll say one thing, Chris Wentz. One thing that was very, very telling about John, he was really a great artist, but didn't really brag on it at all. And one day, Chris and I are down at the zoo and just walking around, and we had known John 10 years or more, and then all of a sudden see this fantastic sculpture, John Kaiser. It's like, God, son of a bitch, never even mentioned it to us. So, but that's very telling
It's the same
about
thing
John.
at UNM. There's a piece from him there.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm Kyle Ellis. I'm his. John is my father-in-law. I have a lot of stories about him.
How many X-rated ones?
Oh man, that's what I was gonna say. One of the first times I hung out with John, he was cooking, and Anna, his daughter, was in the kitchen and kind of generally being a pain in his ass. And I think I'd met him once or twice before, and he just yelled, "Get the f out of my kitchen!" I was like, "Oh, okay." But he's a
Welcome
great guy.
to the family, Kyle.
Yeah.
No holds barred. No holds barred.
Knows how to set boundaries.
He had a temper, but he had a lot of love too. He's a great man.
He did it that.
I'm Bobby Goslow. My favorite story about John was he was always very helpful, and we had a go-kart. My daughters had a go-kart, and they crashed it, so I brought it to John to re-weld it. And he said, "Yeah, it's ready." And I drove up, and he's out there in the go-kart blowing donuts, smoking something, and
Something.
Besides his
anyway,
tires.
yeah. But it was a treasured memory.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Great.
All right. So this is
Thank you. And Art did a great job when John first passed away.
Yeah.
Art rented his studio, and it was wonderful having him there. And he's really, I think, carrying on the metal fabrication.
It was a great influence being inside there and just seeing all the wonderful things.
And here's
that he
my
did.
granddaughter Johnny. Come in the picture. Say hello.
all right.
Johnny was born 3 years after John passing, right on the day after the anniversary of his death. So this is Johnny, named for John.
So you just had a birthday.
Yeah.
Oh,
last
wow.
Sunday.
Oh, really? So it was just recently? I mean, the date.
June 8th is the official date. Yeah.
Wow.
And her birthday's June 6th.
And it's
I
kind
died on the 7th.
and it's kind of neat because it's right at the soccer field where so many people knew him for soccer too.
Yeah, he started the first girls soccer league, Corrales Cats.
Cool.
Anna was getting pushed by all the boys, and he said, you know, this isn't fair. And they said, well, why don't we start a girls league? You be the coach.
So that's how it started.
Yeah, so they had the Corrales Cats for years, and then when Anna grew out of that team, Sarah became the Corrales Cats.
And then he was a big horseman too, right?
He did rode equestrian. He helped design the stands for there, but didn't want the liability of building them. So,
Fair enough.
So you probably weren't even building at that time.
yeah, he roped with some of the old patrons of Corrales, Oliver Nye and Jasper Coons, and then he took up dressage. So.
Wow, what a change.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was here when all of that was. Yeah, I grew up here in Corrales.
But you were young, is what I mean.
Yeah, but being here, we always moved, so I ended up actually learning how to weld when I was like 14. So
Art's mom was like the first person I knew in Corrales. She used to waitress at the country barbecue, where we all came to hang out and come to Corrales.
And where was the
so
country
cool.
barbecue?
At Paredes.
Paredes.
Yeah.
That was what was the guy's name?
Henry.
Henry. Oh, Henry.
Henry from Pedrell.
It was Henry's, and he had the biggest thing was you got barbecue. He made Johnny cakes,
Yep.
which were cornbread pancakes, which you used to sop up all the barbecue sauce.
Yeah, but their portion control, they'd serve John this big sandwich, and then they bring this little sandwich to me, and it's sort of like,
I know that feeling.
discriminatory.
and then when Art was little, we used to go out country western dancing, and we'd leave the kids with the babysitter, and they're going, are you at boy out honky tonk?
Right? And the tea house.
Yeah.
Oh, the tea house was classic.
Right? I remember going there and ordering Shirley Temples.
Oh, we got kicked out of the tea house patio one time on the 4th of July for having bottle rocket wars. Had too many pictures of margaritas, and we had bottle rocket wars on the back patio, and we got kicked out for 2 weeks. We had to beg our way back in.
Wow. There was some
2 weeks. That was a big.
That was a big deal. That was a big deal. Getting kicked out of the tea house for 2 weeks is more than a slap in the head. And the groveling was just incredible. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I remember one night I was pregnant, so I didn't go out. Somebody brought John home in the back of a pickup truck and just rolled him out in the driveway.
Could have been Al.
Just leave him there.
I think it was, but I don't remember it.
Thanks for bringing him home.
Your watermelon is done.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
We miss you, John.